concept. It's a basic concept. Database is a collection of tables. So database is a collection of data or informations, and it is organized for easy access, manage, and updated. So it's a collection of tables. So tables consists of rows and columns, and it is indexed also for easy access. It act like a container also, and it contains a various objects like tables, queries, reports, and etc. So through the queries, we can retrieve the data from that uh, tables. And then why do we need database? To store a large amount of data, and accuracy can be maintained there because of there are a lot of validation rules in database. Easily we can update the data at a times more than persons can edit also. And security also high in that database, because there is a privileges to restrict that access of data from database. And data integrity, data consistency be assured in that due to that integrity constraints, built-in integrity constraint, and also the access controls. DBMS, acronym is Database Management System. It's a software. It's responsible for storing, maintaining, and utilizing the database in an efficient ways. So, database along with the database management system software is called a database systems. So, example of database management software is Oracle, MS SQL Server, MS Access, Paradox, DB2, and MySQL, etc. So MySQL is open source and freeware database management system software. So freeware. Next, advantages of database systems. It reduces the redundancy. Redundancy means the duplicate data. It will be reduced in the databases. And database control the inconsistency. Inconsistency means the two copies of data do not agree with each other. By controlling the redundancy, the inconsistency is also controlled. Uh, Real life example for inconsistency means a student's details will be maintained in that school as well as in the school hostel. Suppose the student changed his number, it is updated only in the hostel, not in the school, means that is the data inconsistency. Because anyone information sent by the school means it's not reached because he's changed his number, but that message is not updated in that school context, so that is data inconsistent. And sharing the data among a lot of users, we can share the data in database. It's very easiest one. And through some restrictions, there are some privileges, and security also is high in the database. And database maintain the integrities through some integrity rules. Example, we can't give the date like this 31 2000 is not possible. And next topics, data models. Data models means it's just a collection of concept and construct for many that describing the data. And schema is a description of the particular collection of data for the given data model. Nowadays, a relational model only mostly used. Relation is nothing but a table. Table means which consists of rows and columns, and every table has a schema which describes that particular tables, columns, or fields. Types of data model: relational data model, network data model, hierarchical data model, and object oriented data model. Relational data model means data will be organized in a table format. Tables also called as relations. And network data models, data is represented by the collection of records, and the relationship between the records represented by the link. In a relational data model, the relationship is established between the two tables through the basis on the common column, based on the common column. But in network relationship, it is represented by the links. Records is nothing but is a collection of fields, and each contains only one data value. And hierarchical data models also data represented by the same collection of records and also represented by the links. But the difference between network hierarchical, here it will in the form of parent child trees. One parent and many child will be there, but network only one data will be there in each record. An object oriented data model, here records are represented as objects, and collection of similar objects is a class entity. And relational database, we already know about that. It is nothing but is a collection of tables only, and it is tables is consist of rows and columns. Based on the common column, that relationship established between the two tables. Table only store that informations, and easily we can search or retrieve the particular data from the table using the queries, and make a report also easy. And relational database is the language structure query language. It's the very easiest one, and database interaction is very easiest one in that relational database through the SQL. And relational by database teams, we are going to see this is a table or relation. And S1 Anil to Jaipur, S2 Visal 1 Telgi, S3 J3 Chennai, S4 -2 Kolkata, S5 Priya 3 Bangalore. These are called 5 horizontal lines called rows, tuples, or records. And the number of rows, totally 5 rows is this, that is called cardinality. And SID, S name, status, city is 4 fields. So these 4 are fields, and another name is columns, attributes. And number of columns is called a degree, so degree 4. And the values stored called domains, and the unique values is called a SID column is called a primary key. This is a relational database terms. You already seen the pictures. Relation means a table in the database, and domain means a pull up values, so actually is appearing. And tuple means a single row. So another name record and row. Attribute is a column of a table. Another name is field. Degree is a number of columns in a table. Cardinality, a number of rows in a table. And views a virtual table is not actually exist in its own right, but we can just through some select queries we can just retrieve that and see the data from a database. And keys used in the database. Primary key means is a one or more attributes we can uniquely identify in tables within your relations. Candidate key also is act as a primary key. It's also uniquely identify each record in the tables. Alternate key. So all the candidates is one only work as a primary key, remaining are here alternate or secondary keys. And foreign key means the column of a tables is the primary key of another table. So when we it will be a common column between the two tables. So example, see here, employee table, salary table is given. So employee IDs uniquely identifies 100, 101, 102. This is called a primary key. And so license number, passport number also we can act as a primary key. So it's called a candidate keys. So one key only we are assumed as a primary key, that is employee ID. So the rest of the key we can say as alternate key. And license number, passport number called a unique key. So unique key also uniquely identify the tuples in the table. So what is the difference between primary key and unique key means? Primary key does not accept any null values. We must give the value for that particular column. Employee ID means everybody have the employee IDs, that is a primary key. But unique key allows the null values. Somebody's have license number, somebody's don't have the license number. So it accepts the null value. Everybody does not have the passport, not have the passport. So it allows sometimes as a null value, that is a unique key. That is a difference between the primary key and unique key. And a table contain more than one primary key is called a composite key. Example, salary table, employee ID and salary month year you can say as primary key. So uniquely identify for that each employee ID. So we can consider as a primary key salary month year for the corresponding employee ID. So it's called a composite key. And employee ID is the primary key of employee table, which is a foreign key of the salary table. Thank you.